Goodness gracious. Okay, I think I think we're actually back live everywhere. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. I restarted my internet and then I everything seemed a lot more stable. Then I started running the streams, and then YouTube did not agree that I was running the stream, so I had to stop it and then start it again. Then OBS crashed. It's been a hectic few minutes. But anyway, none of that is all of that is neither here nor there. Let's just put our music back on and hop back into it. Oh man, I'm so sorry about that. So where I left off, and this is probably going to be a separate video at this point, just because I had to stop everything so many times. But I was working on the cliff face, and I was sculpting that out before my internet rudely interrupted me. What was going on there? Huh. But yeah, let's get back to it. Did I put it in negative? I did. Okay, that's fine. Oops. It's kind of helping. That kind of looks like a cliff, sure. Is there a shortcut for... Nope. Was I Control or Alt? Nope. It is what it is. Starting to obsess about those brush strokes down there. Nobody's ever going to see those. Move on, Chris. Perhaps I should whip out the tablet for this. Maybe I shouldn't even use... No, I can use this sculpting as the path. Yeah. But I'll try my best to use the flat planes as a guide. And they come up, they come around the bend. And they go, look, there it is. Oops. Where would they be? They would be about here. So it's got to be like very center frame. And they are... It's within viewing distance, but they're not like up on it. You know what I mean? Sorry, I am paranoid after all those technical issues that some aspect is probably not working right. So I'm just going to make sure everything's good. So far, so good. Okay. Oops. Let's not do that. Oops. Nah. Okay, I think we're all good. Just keep an eye on things. Whoops. I love when that happens. All right. Anyway, back to the bit. I might end up just removing this little platform and just sculpting the path like I was. It seemed to be working a little bit better. that didn't... Well, maybe that is okay. Alright, no one's gonna see that. Doing the thing again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove this slab thing. Just hide it for now. What is the sculpt shortcut? I'll have to look it up later. If you zoom out, you can sculpt a larger area at once. I think to a certain extent having these giant rocks makes sense, but we also want to have as much terrain as possible. So maybe it wraps around this way. And then will imply that it loops around and then does something. That is actually creating a pretty nice cliff effect. Not mad at that at all. Uncover this shit. Ooh, that's gnarly. Okay. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Can clean that up a little better. Is it 3? No. No, 4. 2. Oh, 2 and 3. I see. So 1, 2, and 3 are the different edit modes. And then 4 is object mode. Oh, 5 is a context menu. Okay. I was hoping there was just a regular shortcut to get to sculpt mode, but oh well. Isn't too bad. We go back to negative. Just carve this out a little bit. Oh yeah, this is way too high. We don't want it perfectly flat, but we want it mostly flat. I think I said that already. Oh my god. Okay. Let's pause it. Let's take a look at where we're at. Let's go to render. Very helpful. Where's the camera? What was it? 4. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Let's move it way back. Okay. I don't hate that. Move it back. Actually, I'll move it up a little bit so I can see it a little better. I angled it way the fuck too far down. Okay. Yeah. I think we're getting somewhere. And then I'll cheat by just taking this and just bloop. And look, now there's another path to the college. Oops. So when they come around the bend, they come up, and they go, oh shit, there it is. Quick. But it also, I don't want it to look like a direct path. Do something like that. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And in fact, I'll move it even further back. So there's some kind of like continuity to the space. So you can almost presumably go around here to there to there. Yeah, I don't hate that. Move this further back, make it a little bigger actually. Another rock in. Another of these big boys. The best part is, like, because it's such an organic space, you can't really mess up the rotation or the modeling or anything. The worst you can do is make something you don't like. And I don't like this dome. This should be much bigger. Where's the gizmo? Good lord, I was zoomed out so far that the gizmo was like culling out. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Yeah, that's funny. Let's change the clipping plane. Ugh, so much better. Okay. I can probably push these a little further back. Save. That rock there isn't 100% necessary. Sure. Here, let's just hide them all. I think I actually need those. Or this, for that matter. Handling. Let's just... let's just get rid of it, because I can always copy it from another scene. That didn't work. I made the same mistake last time. Delete. Wood floor. All that gone. Walls. I don't anticipate needing this. Gone. Don't think I need a point light. I do want the sun kind of coming this way. That's actually really cool. That's a really cool shot. Let me cheat this over just a little bit. Yeah, so it's not like they're on top of it, but they're like almost there. Because like if they're the size of this tree, oh yeah, it's gonna take them like a good another 30 to 40 minutes to get there. Yeah, I think we're good. Walk along there. They get over here. Oh shit, it's a fight arena. In fact, I'm going to give them a little bit more space to play with. I don't think I really need this. Probably just tuck it in here. Okay. That might be too big, actually. Because this needs to be thrown. So they're fighting. She gets kicked all the way over there, slammed into it. Yeah. It needs to be big, but not, like, crazy big. Sculpt mode, I already forgot the shortcut. Oh, I'm not selecting the right mesh? What happened? Sculpt mode. What? What tool am I using? Oh, that's super weird. Alright, anyway. Okay, so she smashes into that. Starting to look pretty good. I could start drawing in like small pebbles and stuff, but I reckon, or drawing in. I could start modeling in small pebbles, but that's something I can do in like the secondary drawing phase. Just trying to flatten this out just a little bit more. Oops. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this already. I'm just gonna save it for now. I'll add some more textures. Maybe that's what I'll do for my stream on Sunday. If I get far enough ahead with this process of adding these environments, then maybe I'll go back over the environments I've already done and start adding textures. Okay. I'm going to say the mountain path at the college is done enough for now. That's something I'm going to have to go over with my animator in order to figure out, like, okay, is this good? Does this work for you? Can you work with this? Do we need changes? Vietnamese-sized coffee. Oh, baby. Oh. Stretching my back. Life is good. Okay. So next would be the exterior to the whale works. Let me look through this stuff. Yeah, this stuff is technically harder, but it's also less required. Probably go for another 3-ish hours. I'm debating if I should do this, which is less necessary but also more difficult, versus the. Well, okay, so if I do this, then that puts me at a good point in my schedule. Oh, I was wondering why the music was so quiet. It's fading out. This puts me at a good point in my schedule and the library. If I can get to these two today, that's awesome. And then the rest is just like tertiary. I can do those tomorrow or whenever. Yeah. Well, actually, that begs the question: what's more important, the library or the whale works? They're both essential and cannot be cut. Hey, Obsidian. Welcome back. Or I guess welcome back to me. Hopefully it's a little bit more stable this time. As soon as I said that, it dropped frames. Okay. So I'm sort of leaning towards doing the library because it's an absolutely essential location. It's also a lot more complex than the warehouse exterior. This will be pretty straightforward if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think this one's good. Let's move on. Did I do one for the library? I don't think that I did. Cool, let's make one. I always forget. Just open it up. Ooh, I've got a lot of scenes open. That probably isn't helping any of my problems. I mean, that's definitely not affecting my network quality, but... Okay, I'm going to save this one as... library. Say college library, so it's clear. Okay. So let's go back and look at the storyboard for it. God, I've got a lot of tabs open. Let me try to fix that really quick. That's going to drive me crazy. See at least one that I can close. Okay. How far back would that be? For that. For this. Here we go. Okay, so here's the library interior. This is pretty straightforward. I'm mostly worried about that spiral staircase in the back, but I literally don't need to do that. Let's build this really quick. It's all interior, so I don't think I need any trees or the mountains. I am in library. Yeah. Where are the trees? Okay. This can stay, this can stay. All this can stay. The mountain's got to go. Cool. Oh, shit. Whoops. Herder. Okay, so what I can do... Oh, come on, man. Whatever. So I could probably use these as both the flooring and the second level. And I might just use these stairs. Then I'll grab the bookshelves from the other scene. Yeah, let's just be efficient with this. Grab these. If I join them, it's going to mess up the texture, but that's fine. You're never, ever going to see it. Oops. Excuse me. Maybe I'll put this a little lower. Actually, okay, so I don't need this. So I'll just move it down and out of the way. I'll move this down to -1. Sure. Here are my stairs. I think I can join these and they won't break. Yeah, they're fine. I might need the curtains, but I'm not sure yet. They get a pretty tall library. Ugh. Here, let's just snap to edge. Beautiful. What? Why are you not? Come on. Blender. Why? There we go. Three flights. Let's start there. And I can always add more and raise it higher. But for now, let's just assume that's as high as it goes. So we'll do like a dish. Not in love with it, but it'll have to do for now. Let's just get the floor made. And I guess it would be a hardwood floor. Yeah, I mean, I think libraries usually have carpet. Whoops. But it's a fancy school, so I'm okay with it having hardwood, nice, elegant hardwood floors. It's pretty big. I'll just use up this whole foundation, frankly. Maybe not quite the whole thing. The back wall. Camera's there. Oh, I forgot I lowered the foundation. I love how I forgot that. It was a whopping 12 seconds ago. This isn't necessary. I'll keep this in case I want to use it somewhere, but got a feeling I don't need it right now. You want to know the current major orders are going? Yeah, sure. You talk about Helldivers still? per usual. Totally cool to talk about whatever you want. Just make sure we keep it spoiler free. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still talking about Helldivers, and the bot MO is the bot major order is currently at 90.5% to completion. We just had to scrap 100 million more bots. That sounds very doable. When's the cutoff for that? Let me expand the floor. Did I miscount? I don't know how I feel about this big, wide open floor. Unfortunately for the bug major order, we are 3 billion bugs short, and we only have 2 days left to complete it. God, that sounds like it's such an insane number to even wrap my head around. But I guess it's the whole community working together, so... What happened? Let's do one more. I don't know how big I'm going to make this library. I'm just kind of going for it. Matter of fact, let's stop there for now. Let's see what we got. We're getting there. That second floor definitely needs to be higher, though. Like this stuff. Snap to edge. What's going on? What is happening? Okay, that kind of works. Well, on Tuesday, when the Xbox reinforcements were able to join, they basically stopped the entire Squid offensive at 2 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday. Wow. Did it just come to Xbox? Did I miss that? No, this needs to be higher. That seems like a really long staircase. I might make this a mezzanine that just wraps around the whole building. I don't know. No plans. Head empty. Yeah, on Tuesday was when the Xbox players could play Helldivers on Xbox, and now we have Gears of War on PlayStation. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot that's a whole thing now. What a wild and wacky world we live in now. Oh, you know what else I can do is I can take this and make it the counter that we see. Trying to turn it into this stuff. I'm gonna have to fit bookshelves in there eventually. That's tomorrow's problem. And by tomorrow, I mean in like 15 minutes. Let me try repositioning the camera. Eh. If people back during the early stages of console wars ever heard about this partnership, they would go ballistic. No, absolutely. Especially when during the 360 era, it's kind of weird to think about because PlayStation has been dominating. PlayStation and Nintendo have been dominating for so long that there was a period of time when Xbox was actually quote unquote winning the quote unquote console wars. But yeah, the idea of Xbox games being on a PlayStation was just like heretical blasphemy back in the day. Oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare. Here, let's just, oops. Do this. Ain't nobody got time for all this mess. Okay. Ow. I think that was the right move. I'm a little self-conscious about deleting those just now, but I feel like that may have been the move. What? I thought I hit duplicate again, but I guess I didn't. Interesting. I'm gonna do something a little naughty. I clipped into the wall. This is all under wood floor, right? Alright, well, I don't know where it is, but at least it's in a folder somewhere. In a collection. And I think the PlayStation players that say this is ruining Helldivers because it's no longer exclusive to PlayStation PC are extremely dumb. Yeah, I feel like it's literally just tribalism, and it kind of doesn't help anybody. It's like, what are you talking about? It's more players in the game, and it's more people helping with teamwork. Like you say, like they cleared one of those goals, whatever the goal was, by like 3 a.m. Like, that sounds like a net boon for everybody. The only reason you wouldn't like it is because you're being elitist. Being elitist is bad, okay? Oh, I did that very differently this time. That's interesting. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's not perfectly lined up. Maybe that's okay. This is starting to look the part. Let me get a little bit more room over here. And let's assume you come into the library. What is that? Oh, this way. Something like that. And I'll put a sign out in front later. The game is literally built around teamwork. I mean, you could complete the mission solo, but doing it with a team makes it easier, helps out with major orders, and everyone gets a good time. Yeah. No, again, it's literally just a net benefit for everybody. But I mean, the problem is if you let everybody play, then the PlayStation players can't gloat about being superior and having the superior game. It's tribalism, 100%. Ah, shit. No. Oh, okay. I thought I was off grade again. I mean, the console wars were in and of themselves pretty dumb. Because basically they're just using the human need to be superior and the human desire to be part of a group as a marketing gimmick. And then people were like really, really bought into it. And they're still buying into it to this day. I mean, me personally, I've got multiple consoles from all the same developers, or from different developers, from all the developers. So, what side do I take? Well, I don't take sides because that's idiotic. Wood floor. Select objects. It's a big old library. And I might not even finish this side. So, you come in, you go, oh wow, what a library. How did I, oops. So it wraps around like that. Does it wrap around the other way too? It just kind of keeps going. Maybe that's more interesting. Oops. So I need... this guy here. And then I'll have a bit of an asymmetric design where this just kind of goes off into infinity. But she will sit about here. Somewhere around here. Okay. Save. Getting close to break time, so let me grab the shelves. I would love to get this finished before break time. So I want to put shelves all along here. Ah, that spiral staircase is interesting. I'll think about it. That's going to be a lot of work. But for right now, let's save. Let's open the... which one was it? It was the stairs to the basement. Stairs to basement V2... V what? Oops. I can't see what they are. V2, thank you. In fact, most of my recent hell dives are with Xbox divers, just seeing them deal with the mechanics of hell divers, and with all three enemy factions it's fun because I've been diving for months. Yeah, no, I mean that sounds like it sounds like the ideal situation for everybody. So I'm going to steal some of these bookshelves because I've already made them. How do I want to do this? I'm going to grab... I don't want to put all these potions and shit on them. I'll just grab the books themselves. And the shelf. And some more books. And that's honestly probably all I really need. Sure, let's do this. We'll see. Come over here. Environment. New collection. Bookshelves. Good lord, that's huge. Alright, let's join it. What? What do you mean there's no active mesh? What are you talking about? It's not a static mesh? Yes, it is! What are you talking about? Oh my god, this thing is gaslighting me so hard. What do you mean? These are all cubes. What? Alright, cool, whatever. It worked. Jesus Christ. It's just very nice to see more people enjoying a fun game. Yeah. But how will you know who's superior if we don't segregate everybody? God, this really does sound like the problems of all of humanity. Like, it all comes back to this. Okay. Let's undo that. And I want to make the shelves mirrors of each other. And they'll probably need a shelf back as well. I can probably just get away with this. And this. Or not. Fortunately, after 7 million years of evolution and 300,000 years of civilization, we are ever so slightly better than cavemen. I mean, I don't even know if I'd say that. Well, no, we definitely have one up on Neanderthal man. Let's grab these. Smartphones make us better than cavemen. Actually, no, I would definitely argue that they make us worse. I'm gonna cheat this in a little bit, just because I want to fill in more books. It looks weirdly lacking. Let me do another level up, actually. Another level down and up. Oh yeah, but when you say cavemen, like, yeah, that's... Again, that's tribalism. That's exactly what we're dealing with. And tribalism is something that ancient man used to, you know, stay safe. But now it's just causing problems. This is a grand library with all the books. Let's select all the objects, move them up, because I'm okay with having the books low to the ground, but on the ground seems a bit excessive. Ah, shit. Yeah, that looks good. Select objects. Oh, oops. Let me grab these bad boys. I mean, you're never going to see this, but it'll take me just a couple of seconds to fix it. Cool. Take this. A lot of this is really just the same principles as yesterday, just trying to suggest a lot of detail without having to necessarily create all that detail, at least not to the fidelity that one would think. Trying to take shortcuts. Remember, kids, take shortcuts in life. They always pay off. Oh, I missed this one. Shite. That's what I get for taking shortcuts. Technically, the only major difference between cavemen and modern humans is the fact that we have flatter faces. Oh, flatter. I don't know why I read that as, like, flattering. I know there's also some genetic differences, like how we merge with a lot of near human relatives, like Neanderthal man and Homo erectus and all that. Homo halibus. What'd you call me? All right, join. Shit. Let's zero it out because I want to put the pivot point on the floor. Actually, no, that's perfect right there. And set origin to 3D cursor. Can make this half the size. How does this look? I mean, it doesn't look great, but it looks like a bookshelf. And how did I arrange them in the thing? So they go in that direction. I guess that sort of makes sense. And the fact that modern humans can digest milk after infancy. Well, generally yes, but not all humans can do that. In fact, I think most humans can't. Fortunately, I can. I love cheese. I love dairy. I don't know how I'd get by if I couldn't digest dairy. Alright, we're getting somewhere. These bookshelves might be too tall, though. I might literally just make the room taller. It's just that now we have more genes for milk digestion. Yeah. I mean, dairy is like a complex molecule, and like you just need to have a certain gut bacteria that breaks it down. Can I go... Oh man, this sucks. Or should I make the bookshelves a bit shorter? What happens if I do this in the laziest way possible? That actually doesn't... That looks fine. I might just do that. Instead of changing the whole damn room. Or actually, maybe the bookshelves up here can be taller. That'd be kind of funny. Oh my god, I need my grid snap. Shit, wrong button. Alright, grid stump's going off. Let's get rid of this one. I'd rather have people being able to walk through there. And we just make a bunch of bookshelves. Oops. Yeah, they don't have to be totally flush with the wall. But now, I'll do this. And that. And I'll adjust those in a minute. Why is that rotation not correct? Why is it not going to 0? Ugh, whatever. That's going to annoy the hell out of me, but it is what it is. I'm not about to sit here and... Well, I mean, honestly, it would take like a minute to fix, but... I don't have a minute. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah. Okay. It's starting to look like something. So this probably should be more like... Oh my god. More like that. 5 degrees? Oh, that would have driven me crazy. Glad I noticed it. Ooh. Alright, hands are starting to hurt. My left pinky is starting to hurt, of all things. Because I'm using so many shortcuts. So I should be able to just... Oh, okay. How are we doing on time? Can go a little bit longer. I'm starting to feel it just a little bit, and I should rest my hand. I'll just turn off snapping for this one instance. It does not have to be, nor will it ever be perfect. So I'm just gonna roll with it. Yeah, tell me that's not a library. Okay, so another thing I should do real quick. Okay, so the mezzanine here is 3 deep. Let's go back to grid. Oh my god. What in the world? No! Fine, whatever. It's fine. It definitely isn't going to cause any problems, but it's just, it really hits my OCD pretty hard. So I'm like, no, I want it to be perfect. And it never will be. And the sooner I accept that, the happier I will be. That's a bit better. Ugh. Though I still feel like it should probably come out one more layer. Longer than the other one. That explains why that looks all messed up. How's that look? Yeah. Okay, I should get some railing in there. Let me quickly copy over some more bookshelves. Surprised I don't have railing already. Boom. This really is a Library of Alexandria. I'd love to get an estimate as to how many books are in here. I might do that. About one now. 180. Or was it? No, it was 270. So it was 270. Interesting. Yeah, that gives it a lot more depth. I'm digging that. Almost certainly going to want to change the walls at some point, but for now, this is good. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots. I might want to make this side a little bit longer. But I can do that when I come back from break. I think I am going to go on a quick break in a few minutes. Oh, God. Oops. Damn it. Is it 270? Oh, 90 and negative 90. Right. All right. Okay. Yeah, let me put some under here. That's not going to take too long. I'm going to seriously debate on that spiral staircase. I don't know if I want to do it, but let's see what happens. Let's see how I feel. Let's see if I can figure out a good way to do it. And it may be pretty obvious, but I'm definitely not going to do the whole room. Yeah, I need to widen this wall out a little bit. I'll do that when I get back. Make the room at least somewhat symmetrical. Look at that. I mean, that looks like a library to me. Oh, maybe these should be like chairs or something. Yeah. That's what libraries always have, right? I've totally been to a library before. Let's grab something from the arcade. Chair table. That's like a restaurant banquette. I think it's Stuhl. Alright, that's not what I wanted to do. Cool, thanks. Thanks, Windows. Thanks for always being a homie. What happened? Did I copy it in? Well, I don't see it anywhere. So I can only assume that it didn't copy in. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Don't save. What is this? Oh, I thought I saw a Blender scene opening up. Nope. I'll bring in a chair real quick. And then for real, I'm going to go take a break. So... where's import? Yeah, I can't even remember where the basic functions are. Is it FBX? It might be an OBJ. OBJ, okay. Import, wavefront, arcade, Stuhl. God, why is it so big? Freaking kaiju chair. And I should get an office chair for behind the desk, but for now, this will be fine. Who knows if you'll even ever see her sitting in it? Wunderbar. Okay. For real, though. Let's pause the sick beats. Alright. I am going to take a quick 10-minute break. I will catch y'all in a few minutes, but yeah, BRB. Hey, Ope, what are you doing in my house? All right, welcome back. Let's not mince words. Let's get back into it. Um, actually, funnily enough, here, let me pause. The I was kind of thinking about it, and I think this might be good for the environment. There's a few things I definitely want to keep adding. Let me take a look. So we got our bookshelves, we got our desk. Oh, she doesn't have a computer. I might I might be able to fudge that with something. I don't have a computer monitor of any sort. Or do I? I'm thinking back to a 3D model I made more than a decade ago. I might want to just see if I have that laying around. But let me add these last few little things and then I'll move on. Looking at the list. So the library is. We'll just mark it done while I'm looking at it, but I'll spend a couple more minutes kind of tightening it up. And then we have the warehouse exterior. So I'm looking at another 2 hours. It feels like my pace is somewhat about. So let me think. I started at. So I've been going for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it looks like it's about an hour per environment, which I think is about right. And then I can spend another hour adding textures, painting it over. So that seems reasonable. So I can get 2 more environments done today. So I'm thinking this one for sure. I'll work on this one next. These don't really matter. Well, this isn't going to take an hour. Famous last words. I might. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time in the library. I'm gonna I'm gonna add a little bit more detail here and there. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the spiral staircase, at least not right now. I don't really feel like it's worth the effort, even though it looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll change my mind down the road, but for now, I'm just gonna roll with it. But yeah, let me put my music back on for reals this time. You can't see it, but I'm dancing. All right. Anyway, so I said I have something to fudge a desk for her. So let's fudge away. Let's fudging fudge. Um, Here, actually, let me. I'm gonna save. Do a new scene. Oh, actually, I can just do this. New scene. And then drag this guy in. Import FBX. Because I don't want... Oh, actually, I'm doing this the dumbest way possible. Hold on. Instead of bringing in all that stuff that I have to clean up and edit, let me go to the pizza restaurant scene. And you might have an idea of what I'm doing. Yep, here it is. She's gonna have a restaurant table as a desk. Try and stop me, haters. Which scene? We don't need haters to stop me. I will stop myself. Oh, these are in the wrong. Let me take these out of this. New collection. We'll call this furniture. And we'll put Stuhl in them. I do want to put this collection into the environment, though. Furniture, curtains. Oh, this is all already in the environment. Good. Cool. So I copied the table. I pasted in. This is super temp, but then again, I might just roll with it. I do think I want to get an office chair, but I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. What is it? X for snapping to grid. There we go. You can't even see it, so yeah, maybe that's okay. Though I do think I need to change the angle. Yeah, you go into the library. Half the room is missing. But you go into the library, and there she is at the desk. Yeah, it's perfect. I would love a couch. So I was just thinking about... Oh, I might have a 3D model of a monitor that I made like 10 years ago. I might have that somewhere in my file. Here, I'll spend like 5 seconds looking for it. I'm not going to really dig for it too hard. But if I was able to find that pretty fast... actually, I'll just use everything. Monitor. If I do find that, that would save me a lot of time, but I also don't want to waste time during the stream looking for that. Okay, so while that's cooking in the background, let's look around and see if there's anything else I can be doing. Maybe this could be over here. Oh, it's done. Of course, the way everything works is it's looking for every single file with the name monitor on it. Oh. Hey now. That might actually... This is not at all what I meant, but I think I might have found something that will work just as well. Sorry, let me... Open path. Well, that's not going to load anytime soon, but... What happens if I just drag it in? Oh, shit. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. I love it. Make it a bit smaller. And she's old school, so she only has one monitor. Cool. All right, all right, all right, all right. This isn't 100% necessary. Here, I'm gonna copy the table over. Shrink it down. And we'll just have a couple of chairs. Ideally, I would get a couch to put in here, but I'll do that off stream or next time or whatever. That's a pretty minor addition. I don't even know why this is here. I don't really need this, but I'll decide later if I want to get rid of it. Maybe it's like a privacy curtain. Or maybe it's like a banner. I don't know. Actually, that might be kind of cool. I do have banner textures. So maybe that would be kind of cool to do. And my music stopped again. Maybe this is a good opportunity to switch up the music. Oh, nope. There it goes. That's like barely audible. Whatever. Cool, cool. Save. Looks pretty good to me. Could definitely play around with the lighting and stuff. Actually, I should probably focus the lighting on the characters. And everything else becomes part of the background. Yeah, I'm good with that. I can replace these with actual tapestries later. One thing I do want to do... I wish I had a texture for... I wish I had a texture for... I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. for a railing. Because then I can put that along here. Let me see what I got. Where are all the textures? Oh, they're probably in here. Yep, here we go. Do I have anything that works as here's all my tapestries. Could potentially use this as a railing, maybe. Yeah, let's just do that temporarily so I remember what this even is. Just ate some mango now. I have to deal with nausea spike. I just don't understand this dang virus. Why does it allow very few kinds of bread and sugar? Oh, that sucks, man. Like, do you know if there's anything you can stomach at this point? Sounds like a lot of things are really giving you trouble. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Let's create a new... Actually, is there already one? No. What I want to do is create a new one. Get rid of that. New. Use color, image texture, open. And let's just throw this guy on it. I love how it came in upside down. I'm so with that. Image texture, open. That looks ridiculous, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Should probably name this as well. Or, not fence. Oops. Well, depending on what kind of food, it either gives me more intense or less intense nausea spikes. Interesting. Have you ever tried ginger? Oh, why does it only do it one at a time? It's so not fun. Haven't tried that yet, but probably going to try it later. Yeah, I hear they give ginger to people who go on ships and they have seasickness, so it's supposed to be really good for nausea. I think that's why my parents used to always give me sugar-free ginger ale when I was a kid. Alright, I'm going to turn these upside down because this ain't working. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Eh. Ooh, I should probably put these on their own layer. Oh, I can count. I took a break and clearly my brain is not rested yet. I'm still just kind of like loopy. Collection. Railings. Damn it. Cool. All right. Let's wrap this up and move on to the next scene. Yeah, that doesn't look right, but it'll have to do for now. Cool. Well, actually, my perfectionism is kicking in just a little bit. Let me duplicate the shite. Let me. Oh, I can't duplicate. Or can I? No, you can't. Or maybe you can. I don't know. Anyway, new material. Let's do that again. I am most certainly wasting time. Image texture. Open. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. Alpha. Image texture. Open. Here. I'll just, for now. Ain't nobody got time for this. They only fly Hogwarts flags in here. Or Hogwarts, I meant Gryffindor. Alright, this will do for now. Let's move on to the next environment. That's not the right one. Okay, so the library is done. I want to do the Whaleworks exterior, and I think I already created a file for that. Mountain backdrop. Yes. So if we go look at the storyboard, it's a little... It's actually quite a bit before that. For this, after this, further. Oh, I'm almost there. There it is. So we got the warehouse, we got the mountain and the college in the background. Let's save this as a new one just so I don't mess this up. Save as... Oh, I already have a warehouse interior, so I should just name it similarly. Why can't I click on... Okay. Sure, whatever. Warehouse. EXT. Save. So that's the mountain. It's almost like it's a valley. Ooh. A lot of shit in here hidden. Let me think this through. I'm trying to think of what would be just not a cube. Because I could easily do that. Let me look up some reference. I mean, it's basically a cube. It's just a series of different shaped cubes. Alright, I'm not going to overthink it. Let's just dive in and get this stuff done. I might push this back a little further. Where's the camera? Oh, God. Let's try to get it relatively... Yeah, perfect. Oh, I didn't do the thing. It's pretty good. I think I want a lower angle, though. Not that low. Ugh. Accidentally created a Dutch angle. That's funny. Only a little bit lower. I'll cut off that side of the mountain. It's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty dead on, I think. And I might cheat the perspective a little bit. A little bit more headspace. So the warehouse will go somewhere like here, I think. I gotta think about that blast at the end. Alright. Let's get rid of all this other crap I don't need. Like the mountain. No. Sky Dome. You know, that's one thing I should have been doing is replacing these sky domes with proper texture ones. Maybe I'll go do that towards the end of the day. Okay. Oh god. Oops. No. Take me back. Oh god, no. Okay. I don't think I need any of this. Maybe the trees, but everything else can probably go. Yeah. Walls, done. Floor, done. Oh shit, oops. I did the thing again. Oops. Select objects. Delete. Delete. Exterminate. Oh, does deleting the objects? No, it's still there. Okay. I was going to say, does deleting the objects also delete the collection? No, I just moved my my view. I don't need none of this. Curtains. Foundation. No. Let's keep the trees. Moving closer to the... Oh, God. They're all moving locally. Jesus. It's like an attack from JoJo's. Oh, oops, they're under the ground. That's lovely. Actually, I am going to leave them there because that's where the center point is. It's fine. Don't think I really need this. This can go a different way. Where do I have the moon in the previous one? Oh, I think it's like off there somewhere. Whatever, doesn't matter. I want to see if I can adjust the lighting a bit, make it a little bit darker. Well, at one point it's sunset and at the other point it's nighttime. Or is it? I don't remember. Alright, I'm overthinking it. Cube. And cube will be... Here, let's put this in our environment. No reason to have this other collection. And we'll cheat the size of the college a little bit. Make sure that you can see it in the background. Yeah, it's like... It kind of helps ground everything, but it's also not, like, ridiculously huge. Maybe even higher up. I'm not feeling this music. Yeah, I kind of liked it better where it was. Let's just put it there. And not overthink it once again. Okay. Here's where we really cheat perspective. Alright. Getting somewhere. Definitely want it. Oops. Bigger. I'm not feeling this either. It's trying to play. Maybe I should move the camera a little bit so we show less of the mountain. Not quite that much. I think it's a little bit better. And once again, I might add some greebly greebles to make it look more like a warehouse, but this might literally be almost done. Just doing this. Yeah, I gotta at least make it not a cube. I can do better than that. You know, one thing is, this environment does have a name. I did come up with a name for it, so I believe there's a way to do text. I don't know if it's polytext or not. And well, it doesn't say polygons, it just says text. Text object into the scene. Alright, let's see what happens. I've never used this before. Ugh. Oh, it's so tiny. It's so tiny. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. There we go. Alright, let's make her... Oh, I see. Resolution preview. Oh, do I just have to scale it up to make it bigger? I thought I can change the font size. Font? Size. Oh. Well, there you go. Alright, so that's how big it gets. How big is that compared to my thing? Come on, give me 90. There you go. Well, I guess I should stop with the drum roll and actually type in the name of the place. Once I figure out how to do that. Oh, here we go. Why didn't that update? Huh. Okay. Well, that's the name, but that didn't work at all. Fake user. No, that shouldn't be it. Oh, that must just be the name of it. Okay. Here, I'll just copy this. Geometry. Where do I tell it what to type? Alright, sorry. I'm gonna rest my hand for 1 second. And rest my eyes. And rest my brain. And rest my soul. Okay. Oh man, my head. Oh. It's almost time for another break. Ow. Yeah, I don't understand how you're supposed to change the text that's written. Am I missing something? Maybe if I scale it, it'll refresh. No. So that does just seem to be the name of it. Huh. Okay, well, that was supposed to be some kind of grand reveal, but I guess I gotta look up how to use this thing. Text tool in Blender. Really? Okay. Text tool in Blender is insane. God, why is it 10 minutes?
If you've been using Blender for a while, you know about the original text tool.
Whoa.
But what if I told you there is an even better way to make text in Blender, and it's a lot more powerful? So I spent the past week and a half...
I didn't even get to the first part. I was trying to do the first part. Why did that not... Hold on. It looked like he was typing directly in the... Oh, I need to close this. Do I need to... Oh, is it under edit mode? Oh! Okay. So then I can backspace. Oh, I'm out of room. Okay, so I need to make the text box bigger. Overflow. Scale to... What is happening? Word. Whale. Maybe whale works? Okay, and he also was able to turn it to geometry, which would be helpful. But how, though? Fill mode. Like, I know what he was showing was, like, super advanced versions of it, but I literally just need, like, the most basic. Oh, you know what? You probably converted it to a mesh and then extruded it. This is probably just a vector path that... Aha! I figured it out. Yes! I still got it, baby. Okay. This needs something. I'll just throw a texture on. Literally any old texture. That actually looks not too bad. I'm kind of angry at how good that looks. It is way too big, though. Can I scale it? I can. I hope I spelled that right. Well, it's a text vector. I can probably adjust it. Okay. How are we with this composition? Pretty good. I'm gonna go grab that Kamehameha wave from the other scene. I'm gonna smooth out the mountain too, because that's bugging the crap out of me. That's much better. Let me first add some more nuance to the warehouse facade. They're all very similar, very boxy, but they're also very different. I guess what I really want is just like a very basic warehouse, like one you would probably forget about. I don't want any of this like new, like modernistic approach to it. Could have something with like the, I don't know what the word is, the angled roof, what have you. That will be more work, but maybe it's worth it. Especially considering how simple the environment is. Yeah, let's do it. So this is the side of the building. Maybe there's a road or something that goes by. Let me get the proportions right first. Oh, maybe this could just be on a sign. It doesn't have to be on the side of the building. Well, let's put it on the side of the building. And then I'll put another one on a sign. Whoops. The name Westward Whale Works came from my writing partner, who also plays the Tome of Tales. It should be pretty obvious that he came up with this because this is a very British-sounding name. But I do just love the idea of a corporate business in the modern era still processing whale meat, which I think is illegal pretty much everywhere. No. No, not at all. I'll just do this. I don't want to overthink it. This might not even show up. No. Put it like back here or something. Sure, whatever. I'll think about that later. So what I wanted to do was... Is that too tall now? No, I think that's a fair height. Okay. Let's create a roof. I was gonna copy it to one side and then copy it to the other, but I think a faster method might be... Actually, let me look at my reference one more time. Okay, what I really should do is build this thing. Build it actually into the structure of the building. Which would behoove me to kind of do it. I said behoove again. Which would beckon me. No, that doesn't work. Which would... I don't want to say require, but require is the best word I got right now. It would require me to... I don't know, man. Behoove is just such a good word. So, can I put a different material on this? up slightly. Why is X-ray always on? All right. No. Yes. Looks like a Monopoly board. I might actually make put a texture on that. I'll punch some holes in the side. Oops. Wait, how does this... Never used this version of... Oh, I see. Alright. Never used that version of the scale tool before, and I don't think I'll be using it again. I'm thinking this is where he enters. Sorry, bear with me for just 1 second. Thought I heard something banging around. I didn't see anything, and the dog didn't seem bothered, so it's probably fine. Alright, I haven't made a door like this since college. Oh, I've got an idea of how to do this. Let's just put an edge loop around the bottom. And then I'll extrude those in. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Let's just go the easy route. Remember, kids, always take the easy way out. What is it? Be there, and then I'll just take these faces, extrude them, go inward. I'm not stoked on that, but God, that doesn't look very good. Let me see if I can add a proper roof. Can I add... Okay, seriously, what's going on? Why does it keep... Oh, that's a near clip plane. Okay, I thought it went to X-ray again. Anyway. Never added a material to one part of it before, and I still haven't done it today. All right. Select. Here, I'm overcomplicating this once again. Let's just cut the roof off. Yeah, okay. Delete. Facades. Object mode. Set. No, it's... I need to get into the habit of using the shortcuts more. Control A. Separate by loose parts. Let's go back to object mode, select this. I'll just make the roof like dark blue for now. Actually, that complements the brown text really well. I actually really like that. What I don't like is how it looks like a toy. So I need to fix that somehow. Oh, maybe what I was hearing was that I missed a call, which is really obnoxious. Whatever. Let me look at my reference again. God, how do I have so many windows open? Maybe that big door on the side was a mistake. Seems more like the doors are along the long side. Let me check another one. No, see? Wait, is this a 3D model? Yeah, this is a 3D model. Doesn't count. This looks to be real. It's got windows. That is one thing I don't have is windows. And maybe that makes the difference. Who knows? Let's give it a try. Move that up. Boom. 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 Okay, looks good. Let's do some offsets. Wrong one. Actually, here, let's not do offsets. Let's just do bim, bam, boom. We got one. Aye. God, that's going to drive me crazy. That's going to drive me absolutely insane. Scrunch them in, move them over. Let's make room for one more. That looks... Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter how it looks. It's fine. At least it's even. Delete faces. Do the same thing on the other side. Actually, let me take a look at this before I... It doesn't look as ridiculous. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay for now. Where am I at? Yeah, I'm at a point where I need to take a break soon anyway, so let's not overthink this too much. Save it. Object mode. I'm going to have to come up with a new texture for this mountain at some point. Oh, let me lock the camera in place so I don't accidentally move it. And lock the rotation. Looks pretty good to me. Alright, let me get my... let me save, and let me go back and get my thing from my other scene. It was the warehouse interior. Boom. This guy. The weird, like, nipple tube. I'm curious as to how big they are in the comparative scenes. Oh, let me put these both in the environment. Table? What? Did it not copy it? Ugh! Fucking... Why you do this? Warehouse. Select this. Control C. Go back to the other... Go back to the other scene. Why did it render? Paste. Oh, wow, that's huge. And that's exactly what I want. That's awesome. This might actually be almost to relative scale. I might copy the warehouse and see how the scale compares. That's so awesome. Yeah, out of curiosity, I'm going to copy this and paste it into this scene and just see what the size difference is. They're not wholly dissimilar. In fact, the fake one's actually too small. So I might scale this up. What would that be? Apply all transforms. Oh, damn it. Did not mean to do that. Let's zero that out. And then let's apply all transforms so the scales are all identical. So it needs to be... Wait, first of all, it's going the wrong way. Just generically 2.5 times the size. And also the warehouse is too shallow. I'll just leave this here. So I remember to fix that. Debating if I want to do this. Now let's do it. Actually, here, even better. Let's version up, save as. Score V2. And I mean, really, there's no danger. I could easily undo this. But I get nervous. Okay. Let's join him again. Fucker! So that really is fundamental. Like, you can't have the same object with multiple materials. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, great. That phone, turns out that phone call I missed was from my former employer. So, let me take care of that real quick. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I need to put something on my calendar. Damn it. Like, oh, I'm done. Okay, cool. Put my phone down. Always update your calendars, y'all. Oops. Just a minute. Okay, so I can't join these together. I'm just gonna have to... Oh, actually, you know what I can do? Go back here, take the scaled version. And then paste it back in here. God, that's fucking massive. That looks ridiculous. No, I'm okay with cheating the perspective. I don't know. I'm not gonna stress about them being exactly the same size. Though I am gonna keep this one. Oh fuck! Oops. I'm gonna keep this one in the other scene just so I can get the proportions down. Back there. Sure. Save. It's gonna quickly check on back end stuff. So far, so good. Where is... Alright, okay, alright, okay. Everything looks good. Okay, where are we at? So it's 2 p.m. This is actually going, for once, this is actually going a lot faster than I anticipated. I mean, obviously this stuff isn't done. It's not like done, but but it's getting to a point where it's like usable very, very rapidly. So let me look at my list. Whaleworks exterior. And then all I have to do is just turn that blast wave on or off as needed. Damn, I'm debating if I should just end early. This is actually going a lot faster than I anticipated. I thought this was gonna be like down to the wire for the rest of the day, but it seems like it's actually going pretty well. Local, just extrude it out into infinity. That's how much power it is. Shades. Whatever. Looks good enough for now. Okay. So let me look at my list for real this time. So all this is done. The question now becomes, do I want to spend another hour? I only have another hour left that I carved out for the stream. Do I want to use it for these? Honestly, I have Saturday and Sunday, and I have another stream coming up after this. I am getting kind of tired. I've been going for about 3 hours total, not including the technical hiccups. Maybe I just call this for now. Do this stuff on Saturday, and then I could do any final cleanup on Sunday. I am going in my head through the entire episode, making sure there's nothing I forgot. There are some scenes that have like sort of nebulous backgrounds that are just like the void, but I don't think I need to necessarily worry about those. Like those will come together pretty quickly. They don't require like geometry and angles and stuff. Libraries, the hall. Wait, hold on. Let me go through in order. The void. Pizza restaurant is done enough. I can definitely add more detail, but I'm not worried about that right now. Yeah, I'm not worried about anything where it's like I could add more detail. Oh, the fucking cliff. Well, the cliff's easy. The vertical cliff thing, that'll take me all of 20 minutes. I'm not gonna stress that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything where it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna have enough time to do that unless I do it right now. Pizza restaurant is done enough. I can add more detail as needed. There's the another void. Bus stop is already done. I've got a downtown scene that I can zhuzh up a little bit as needed. There is another downtown scene. Same deal. Oh, I don't have... so in between each of these shots is... That is one thing I should probably add. Hillsides for Cockatow Run. Cockatour. I always do that. But once again, that's not very hard. It's basically going to be this scene minus the warehouse. So he's run. Oops, wrong one. He's running. And then we got the cliff montage stuff, which I said I can take care of tomorrow. And it'd probably be better to do tomorrow as opposed to squeezing it in today because I'll be too tired. We did the spot where they have the first fight scene. Then we have the exterior whaleworks, which I just did. We've got the interior whaleworks, which I did. It could use some cleaning up and some adjusting and some better assets, but generally it's stubbed in enough. I need to finish the destroyed version. Well, is that something that I need to spend time against right now? Not really. And then the exterior of the college I got. The halls of the college I got. The library I've got. I just did. We did the stairs stuff, the going down the different themed stairs, and we got the Ark of the Covenant room. So that just leaves these, and to put them in order of difficulty, oops, probably this one's a little bit harder. So I'm thinking I'm going to call it for today. Not push myself too hard. I'm a little tired. I feel like I didn't sleep quite enough. I'm going to come back tomorrow refreshed. Before that, I'm going to come back in a couple hours and do another live stream for the work-life balance thing. And then next time we do some work on the multi-stream, I'm going to do these environments in these orders. I feel like this may not necessarily... Well, it's more like part of this. But anyway, I'll do these in these orders, starting at the most difficult and getting to the most easy. I don't feel like I need to push myself much harder. What did I do today? I did the mountain cliff path to the college, to the Whaleworks exterior, and I feel like I did one other. Oh, and I did the library. So I did 3 today. I'll do, 5 tomorrow. This one is literally just a bunch of rocks. This one is just this scene, but with some hills and roads. Those will be pretty easy. These will be the ones that I'm a little more concerned about. So yeah, I'm going to save those for tomorrow. I'm not going to push my limit. I'm going to call it for now. And for those of you on Twitch, if you still hear my voice, I will see y'all in a couple of hours. But for everybody else, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching this process. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Take it easy.